What's up, investors? It's the Russian dude. And yes, this week on the stock market is going to be extremely decisive. A lot of financial and economic events are about to happen, which might set the course for the rest of 2024. So let's talk about all of this right now. First of all, there is going to be a couple more big tech earnings reports, and as you know, according to how they do reports, this is how the entire stock market behaves. Specifically, the companies which will be reporting, besides others, is Microsoft, Meta, Apple, and Amazon. At the same time, the Federal Reserve will give some very big hints about whether they're gonna start cutting, increasing the interest rates, and when this is going to happen, so this can move the market a lot as well. And ultimately, there will be a jobs market report at the end of this week on Friday as well. To begin with, since I did mention the big tech companies and their earnings reports, well, as you can already know, it is not going quite good. For example, Tesla, after its most recent report, lost 12% in a single day. And since these are massive companies which can drag the entire indices with them, for example, Nasdaq 100, since its peak on July 10, already lost 8%. And yes, we are still waiting for the reports by Microsoft, Meta, Apple, and Amazon, so this might very well go down even further. The rotation to small cap companies, or specifically to Russell 2000 index, still continues, which confirms that people are locking in their profits in big tech companies and they're switching to something a little bit more overseen and undervalued. Majority of such investments, once again, are among small cap companies. There will be also a Federal Reserve meeting this week where Jerome Powell is expected to give us at least some hints where the next interest rate cuts are about to happen, which is one of the most optimistic news the market participants are expecting right now. So it is like literally, if these interest rates are happening, this is in line with the market participant expectations. To be honest, this might not move the market that much anymore, but if the interest rate cuts are delayed, or even if for some reason they decide to hike the rates, this will be almost like a black swan event which will send the stock market spiraling down with very high probability. At this very moment, in July, the rate cuts are not expected by the majority of market participants, but approximately 88% of them, they think that the first rate cut will happen in September. So as you can see, the big tech companies are already suffering. For this reason, investors are extremely skeptical and careful about the next big tech companies reporting. Well, it's gonna be 4 of them just this week alone. So as you can see, you can feel the reason why the stock market right now is feeling extremely unstable and volatile. Because if they fail as well, this can literally send the stock market going down all the way because of the chain reaction. If these companies failed, then even those undervalued small cap companies, no matter how much people will be buying them, just in general, S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, Nasdaq, all those indices will be going down, causing a massive overall panic and sell-off on the market as a whole. And then the Federal Reserve meeting once again, just in case if there are any bad news, I mean, it's gonna be over at that point. Though personally, I do not think we're gonna hear something bad from Jerome Powell this week. So as you can see, a lot of extremely important reports and economic events are about to happen just in one this week alone. It is going to be extremely decisive, so it will be curious to see how the markets will perform after all of this is done. So let's just pray and watch together. And as always, traditionally for my Tuesday video right here is the earnings season of the earnings report upcoming for this week. So feel free to pause the video to see if any of your companies are reporting. And well, thanks so much for watching. Thank you, like this video, subscribe to my channel if this was interesting, informative for both, and see you tomorrow.